Hi everybody, it's Brooke Hengst with the Sell with Brooke team at Colorado Home Realty. I've got Adam Hebener with me today.
Hi guys.
And I wanted to talk to you guys. You know, buyers come to me all the time and we talk about the importance of being pre-qualified and pre-approved.
Yes.
So can you just kind of talk to us about the difference and the importance of this pre-qualification process?
Absolutely. This is such a helpful thing to draw a distinction between, because I think
Yes.
most clients don't understand there actually is a difference. Pre-qualified or pre-qualified or pre-approved, these are not interchangeable terms.
Right.
And they're vitally important, especially when the market is busy like it is right
When
now.
we're writing offers.
That's right.
There's a distinction.
Let me give you a couple definitions so you can see the difference. When you are pre-qualified, that means you called somebody who does loans, you had a conversation somewhere between 5 minutes and 20 minutes, and they maybe pulled credit, and basically what they said is, you seem nice.
And hopefully you told the truth when you were on the phone.
Hopefully you told the truth. I will tell you though, most of the time, even though you try to tell the truth, you may not have been able to, because sometimes we ask questions you just don't know the answer to, like, what was your exact taxable income last year? And most of us just don't know that stuff. So when we're walking through that process, if you have been pre-qualified, even if the banker has said, oh no, you're pre-approved or you're pre-underwritten, whatever terminology they've used, if you've not actually provided documentation and had that looked at by an underwriter, you're pre-qualified.
Yeah.
Now, being pre-qualified and $5 is enough to get you a cup of coffee. That pre-qualification really has no value whatsoever. There's no legal requirement behind it. There's no...
It's just a piece of paper.
Just a piece of paper. It says, I talked to a guy who does loans and he thinks I'm nice. That's what a pre-qualification is worth. And most sellers nowadays know that because their agents will inform them. So when you go to make an offer, if you've just talked to a guy and he thinks you're nice and you're up against 10 other people, if that's all you've done, you're probably less likely to get that transaction.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important, so vitally important that you actually take the step to become pre-approved. Pre-approval is a legal term. That actually means that we have in advance, as a financial institution, agreed to fund this transaction based on the client's credit package. That means if you took that to court, aside from other contingencies like appraisal or inspection, things like that, the loan would actually have to be given to you. That's a really important thing to pursue.
Yeah.
So that's why we've built our system a little bit differently. The way it works with us is as soon as Brooke has referred us to somebody and we talk to those folks, we spend some time gathering your documentation. As soon as we get it, only takes us about 48 hours, and we'll do a full pre-underwrite on the file. Now, when we've done that, the distinction between that and a pre-qualification is so huge, so that when you begin to make offers, you've actually got the full force of our ability to lend behind you. And we'll tell that to your seller. We'll call your seller and tell them, hey, look, these folks who are interested in your home have got the full force of our financial institution. As long as the house is worth what you say it's worth and there's no dead bodies buried in it, meaning it passes inspection, we are going to fund that loan. That gives you really the closest thing to a guarantee you can possibly have, and it makes you a much stronger negotiator.
Absolutely. The other huge benefit for the buyer, the consumer, is that they get the legwork done earlier. Because it can be stressful. I've had situations where they're pulling together all those documents after they're under contract.
Yeah.
And if something is going to come up as a situation, you want it to come up before you're under contract and not after. That's not the ideal time.
That's right.
So it's so much more of a streamlined process, less stress, more confidence going into the marketplace.
That's right.
So
No nail biting.
Right.
Good deal. Yeah.
Thanks for educating us on that.
That's right.
And he's our guy for pre-approvals. So let's get those pre-approvals going.
Yeah, if you need anything, just ring.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Take care.